Hello everybody, it's your Wonderful Wind Mage, your Cruz Ship servant, Chartreuse Proxy, ever and always at your service now. Hello all, it is July 27th, it is a Sunday night we're looking forward to, start of what's going to be the last week of July this year, and well, hopefully with that, hopefully summer will be rolling away soon enough, because I'm sick and tired of it. I am tired of summer. Now granted, you know, it's still gonna be odd. It's not right. It's gonna go away eventually. But what? I'm done with June and July 90-degree weather. I want to be done with it. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm trying out a few new things when it comes to it. So I'm trying for my stream side as I'm going on tonight. So first and foremost, on the second stream since my 5 years. So wow, everything like that is all fun and dandy and everything like that or so. 2, I got my Touhou prefabs working again, so as you can see, I am representing the wonderful Shrine Maiden of Paradise, Miss Reimu. And 3, I noticed that in my last VOD, when I was doing Lost Friends of Legend, that I was ostensibly kind of like jerked to the side like this or so at all times. So I'm recalibrating my camera this time around. I'm gonna see if I can't face more naturally forwards, or if I just need to tilt my camera more when it comes to it on this end here. Strike, I'm kind of getting sick of absolutely working like this and not getting full range of my emotions. So hopefully this is a little bit better on how things look. I hope you're doing well tonight, Crimson. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, I'm playing Touhou Monster Tower Defense, a little game that I played all the way back in 2021 as going by my Steam achievements when it comes to it. And when I was looking for new games to play, put on the docket because Sunday is variety, and I want to go back to my usual, so that would be Misty Easy Attire Mondays, it would be Teamfight Tuesdays if I can help it, and everything like that. I still want games I could either go back to, which would be Fire Emblem Engage. I don't want to boot out my Switch, so I'm kind of lazy on that end. I'd go back to Reverse Collapse. To, funny enough, I'm playing less Doors Frontline 2, but that's probably because I'm playing more Uma. So if I fall all the way out of Doors Frontline 2, it might have my niche again for my turn-based gaming. And then, well, my Lost Friends of Legend is kind of there. Same with Monster Train for my roguelites, but there's something different on that end. So instead, let's go back to a classic and do a tower defense. Or rather, a game that I played a long time ago. Hi Kaito, I hope you're doing well. You should have seen the anniversary stream. I gave you a good amount of flowers when it comes to it. Hope you're all doing well though, but yeah, let's not stall too much more, because there's a lot to go on to with. So, this is a tower defense game. I'll probably play hard since I played it all the way back then or so when it comes to it. That is heavily inspired by the Kingdom Rush series. If any of you ever played that wonderful Flash game series, and like Armor Games or Congregate, everybody liked Armor Games more, but I played on Congregate. That's why I played Dome of the Mad God and everything like that too. But yes, let us go on. Story mode. On a sunny afternoon, Reimu was wandering around the mountain in the back of the shrine. Suddenly, she felt something was wrong in the atmosphere, and she saw hordes of fairies and yokai swarming in the distance. She engaged them and realized. But yeah, anyway, like, this game heavily is inspired by Kingdom Rush. So, once again, that game, for, like, I'm repeating myself for the people with ads. This was heavily inspired by Kingdom Rush. So, if you ever played that on Congregate, on Armor Games, and any Flash games, everything like that or so, this might be up your alley. And it's really, really fun, even barring the Touhou setting. So, let's get on to this here then. Another peaceful day in Gensokyo. Oh, well, it's going way faster. In fact, as Reimu was watching, and there's a bunch of Kadama, the little furry creatures or so that we've seen in Lost Branch. Raisin goes to help out, and there's a million raisins. I hope you're doing well, Kaito. I hope you're doing well. What brings you in for tonight, my friend? You just popping in or so? Because I know you usually have your own side of things when it comes to it. But anyway, we are here in what is map 1 or so. So I can zoom in or out, but you can see as by my Vtuber model and all, I am playing as Reimu. And honestly, my hair is a lot more brunette than brown, than black. So maybe I should tune my hair to be darker like that. There we go. All right. Main thing is that this is our lane here. This is a 5-lane map, a 5-wave map as we can see in the top. We have 20 lives, so like balloons, like tower defense, like anything else like that or so, like usual. And we have 240, what is going to be basically our money in this game, our blue power. And well, seeing how you've been, doing pretty good. I've gotten a lot of updates as we've last gotten to talk, quite frankly, just due to the fact of my 5-year anniversary when it comes to it. So honestly, you should check that out on my YouTube channel and everything like that or so overall then. But yeah, the Kadamas will follow on this path here, and you can see the routing when it comes to it here. So we have to stop them from getting to the end of the map, otherwise we lose, of course. So, of course, with it being a tower defense, how do we defend? If I press tab or click this button here, you can see we have 2 towers to begin with here. Racing, Udonge, Inaba, so our standard archer tower when it comes to it, first and foremost. Main thing to recognize is that they will always have different specifications in what they do. So Racing is Danmaku, which is going to be our standard shooting towers. 7 attack, so you can attack both air and ground enemies. Yep, air and ground specifications, kind of like the old school tower defense games. Pretty fast cooldown, pretty high range is basically what that's saying there. And she costs 70 power. So I can pick her up, and as opposed to standard tower defense games, I'm saying like on Kingdom Rush where you have spaces to put them, everything, like only limited amount, instead, everything is dictated on a grid here. So she only takes up a 2x2, and that'll be the same for all towers, and I can place her however I want. Main thing about it is that you can actually lift these towers up and reposition them at any time that you want. Main thing about it is that this is a active tower defense. Kind of like if you think Sanctum or like Kingdom Rush 2, to where you had your hero unit, you yourself are the camera moving around the map and actually getting to choose what you do, attack and everything like that or so. So let's summon our second one, Alice, the magician who is responsible for the creation and control of the Shanghai doll. She functions as our soldiers' barracks for Kingdom Rush players again, to where you can see she summons. What does she do exactly? If you place her down, she summons these little cute dolls here of hers, to where all of her Shanghai dolls, as indicated, and I can quit them, to where if any enemies get in the way, she will physically block them with these dolls who will fight, and they really aren't powerful enough to kill on their own, but they're made mostly to stall for your towers to do their work. The interesting thing about this game, too, is that as opposed to other tower defenses to where you get limits on, like, it follows the kind of like Balloon's philosophy and how like you can place it anywhere, and comparatively, if you want to place more of the same type of tower, it's going to cost the tower's base cost plus a little bit more. So you can see, first racing was 70, the next one's 84, and then the next one's 98. It will keep going up and up and up then when it comes to it. See the Spite Sauce Freeze Tower? Oh no, we'll get the Spite Sauce Freeze Tower later on. But for now, we can just put these here, and we will see Chadamas. Despite looking like a fluffy fur ball, it's actually a sort of fairy. So we have these little boys going out, and our Racins will shoot them, exactly so. So it'll follow the usual tower defense formula to where you can summon early to get more points, or money, more money and everything like that or so. Simple enough. But the main deal with it is, once again, we are the physical camera walking around, so I can just kind of walk around, not care, or set up defenses later on, or I can actually actively fight. By pressing F in the corner here, as you can see, I can actually shoot some Danmaku to actually help out my towers a bit. And I even have 2 different spell cards basically here. I have my Onmordu Dama, to where I can summon a huge Yin Yang Ball to help out in combat, or I have Fantasy Seal, which will be my big newt basically. Yoseis, a naughty fairy residing in fields and woods with a lot of energy. However, she is very weak compared to other monsters. Main thing though is that she has some physical defense, so she is a little bit more resilient against Danmaku. Now, of course, though, you can upgrade towers, so for 100, I can upgrade my Racins, just like so. I can only upgrade them to level 1 for now, but I can help out by doing bits and pieces like that, or, if I want to, there's some spell cards to really showcase the might and power of Reimu right now. Yes, this is an active way. Now, my spell cards are on cooldowns, of course, you can see here. And then for my Danmaku, I'm dictated by how much I can shoot at a time. So you see, my energy is going down as I continue to shoot. So it's not going to be like Dungeon Defenders or Sanctum to where you can just kind of like do everything by yourself when it comes to it, but rather, like, you only have so much of an influence, so you can kind of function as a supplement or a last defense when it comes to it then. This changes the appearance of the base, not the model itself. Yes. The towers will still stay the same, it's just the base that will be different. That kind of shows you what's going on, like, with how upgraded it is. So, new item unlocked. Cherno! So, that is a 3-star for based almost like perfecting it without taking any damage overall. We can continue on with the story mode with each of them, or the main thing about it is they each come with 2 different modes. A hero mode, to where you only, you have to basically do 5 enhanced waves, but only 1 HP instead of 20. So 1 enemy waits, it's over. Or challenge mode, to where it's just 1 specific wave, but you only get to choose specific towers to hold them over when it comes to it then. Now here's the thing, why do you want to do that for the challenge? These stars represent upgrades that you can buy then when it comes to it. So if I click right here, I have abilities that I can upgrade which correspond to basically 4 main trees on basically my 4 main tower types, or different things that I can upgrade with when it comes to it overall. So with my 3, let's see what I can get. Gain more blue points when starting the next wave early. I love starting the next wave early, give me that. Gain more blue points at the start of the game, pretty good. Decrease your second spell's cooldown, pretty good. Increase Danmaku and Blast Tower damage. So, Racing is Danmaku. We don't have a Blast Tower yet, but we'll get to it in time. AoE range, Danmaku attack range. Increase Spell Towers, increase max life point of summons. So you can see, these will keep going up, but there's going to be more, but the upgrades can cost up to 5, so like 1 whole level's worth. And they get really good, for example, as you can see. Destroy the first enemies who break into the seal, basically meaning if you were to weaken an enemy, it doesn't count against your life, which is really good for challenge modes, for instance, potentially. Or, one of my favorites, lifted towers can still attack, which you'll get onto in time. But there's so many small cool upgrades that keep going onwards when it comes to it. Only summons are dolls. Yes, there's different towers who have different summons. So for now, give me more blue points at the beginning. And the big thing is that I can reset this tree anytime I want in case I want to redistribute my points to help me in certain levels. That, and there's a total of 6 different playable characters when it comes to it. 3 of them are locked behind DLC, which I did not buy during the Steam sale because I wasn't thinking about playing the game, so oops. But we will unlock others in time, which I have specific ones that I very much so like. And by that I mean I like Yomu the most from when I played it. So you can see Rimu, I just fire amulets. There's Onmyoru Dama, which is a AoE and stun. And Fantasy Seal is just a huge burst. That's, I mean, the DLC is pretty good for this game, honestly. And then, big thing is that you can see, there is a ton of towers. Once again, like half of them are locked behind DLC, but the base game is really good still anyway then. And we'll unlock more of them in time, but for now, we only have 3, and we only have a total of 8 towers that we can drain on deployment when it comes to it then. So, for now, let's go on to hard mode, and let's keep this going then. So, we have Cherno now, which she is our spell tower, and Crimson. For your sake, she is basically our slowing freezing tower, in that case then, rather. She is a spell tower when it comes to it then, but if we upgrade her to level 5, which will get higher levels, since that's the highest you can upgrade a tower, Frost Aura slows down all surrounding enemies, which she'll do in the future. But for now, she does spell damage, so she's basically, yeah, our slowing tower in essence, overall then. But for now, we'll do the same as before. Let's upgrade a Cherno and move her up a good bit. And let's just go ahead and start off. Remember, these are curated ways when it comes to it then. So if I call early and I just call my Yin Yang Ball, I can probably absolutely help these ladies out then, in that case. Of course, this is level 1, so it's not like the worst ever when it comes to it, but it's still, you know, early enough. Fly, Yosei! A nutty fairy who likes to soar in the skies. Similar to other fairies, Prince and humans is one of her hobbies as well. As you can see, Nothing special, standard flying enemy. So we need to have our raisins to help out on this. Shadow can help, she's air ground too, but the main thing is that I myself am only a ground character. I really can't hit these Yoseis, so I'm really gonna have to rely on my towers to help us out on this end here. Or if I can help thin the ground waves and have my raisins take care of these flyers, then that's gonna be the main thing that you need. Oh, that you tossed them? Yeah, it's really cute. Anyway, die, big hordes. Oh, actually, my Onmyori Dama can actually hit the flying units, but it's not necessarily reliable. Besides, if I just keep summoning raisins, then we can take care of it. Hey, don't let him through. There you go. Good. Alice is doing her best. Best thing to do, especially too, is Kingdom Rush cheesing, which is if your summon towers lose all their summons, by upgrading them immediately, you can basically have all of them come back immediately too, which is a very big thing to start warding. We got 1 upgrade point, so we can put that into Indestructible for more, for more points. Spell cards probably can work as anti-air then. Yeah, but I don't want to only be using my spell cards for anti-air. So you can see, you get up to 3 stars for completing a main mission, but for the small challenges, you only get so many. You only get 1 star each of them. Because they're, you know, specific challenges, of course, when it comes to it overall. So this one is our elite one, to where it's just 1 wave. We see exactly what's going to be coming this wave here, but the main key with it is that we only have limited towers, so I don't have any Alice towers actually this time around. So it's all just going to be around actually defending against these waves here. Stars are powerful, can't give you too many too quickly. Yep, because the natural power spike for being able to upgrade is really important. Let's upgrade a Cherno, that way I can slow things down a little bit more. And I'm just trying to temper how much Danmaku I'm using. So as we saw from like one of the upgrades, for example, if I want to, I can pick up towers and reposition them anywhere. But until I get an upgrade for it, they actually won't be shooting. So they're kind of like, yeah, a dead tower until I actually do anything with them. But there is a lot of devious synergies which help out later on when it comes to it here. That really enables this game and what makes it super creative and super fun. And really set up in my tower defenses, absolutely. A fairy that is strong with the nickname Daichan, it's Daisei, given by her fellow fairies. She can fire light bullets to attack enemies. So ranged. So it's not always gonna hurt me, but if we have summons, then Daisei can deal with Alice pretty well. She's also slightly resistant to spell. So let's just keep spawn camping them quite frankly. And this shouldn't be a problem. It's still, you know, mission 1 overall when it comes to it, quite frankly. It's not that we're really having a problem. Just let the raisins kind of do everything here. And then buffer in a little bit of Danmaku every now and then too. Yep. So you're seeing like how the early challenge missions can be. Nope, upgrade our recent please. But this is just, you know, beginning mission and everything like that or so. Once we actually start getting into the weeds, you'll get to see how this game truly gets to shine, of course, because this is still just mission 1. That should just be it, so that's going to be another star to my repertoire. There'll be more upgrades for the future. So for now, let us get Strange Force, increase Danmaku, and blast damage. I just want Danmaku damage, so racing gets better. The Forested Path, Mission 2. Yokai were multiplying. There must be another incident going on. Raven decided to head back to the shrine and figure out what to do. However, on her way back, she encountered more Kadama. Being able to reset and configure starts to be hugely helpful. Yep, absolutely. And just kind of like jumping around and seeing the cute little scenery here, of course, when it comes to it. So main thing is that this is going to be a 2-lane map that I'm going to have to deal with. So for now, what I'm just going to do is, honestly, I'm just going to summon 2 Racens and not think too much about it. Because what I can do is I can, of course, choke point, put an Alostoid right here to help defend. Otherwise, no big deal. For now, let the Racens just kind of shoot away. Because it's only 70 for my first Alice anyway then, and that'll just be my fallback plan. Plus, if I call early, then I'll see who's really coming around then. Get a Cherno, that way I have a mixed damage profile. And just make sure that, like, you know, if I'm spending Danmaku, I'll have ways to supplement it otherwise. Right, now, this is what I'm going to drag a Racing back. And just start helping out on this line here. Daisei spawning in the corner there. Summon a Racing. This is probably when I want to start dragging my defenses back, that way I can start converging them all together. This Racen's not shooting, so have her fall back to help out. That's blue points that we just got from a Daisei kill. So that's just a lot of free money when it comes to it. And I am out of Danmaku. I'm out of, yeah, Danmaku to really shoot from my primary. Let's move this Racing up so she can spawn camp a bit more. And then keep mixing the damage profile, if I can help it. Green power! Green power! Oh, they died in spawn! No! Is Danmaku power that you can actually just use then. So, it does mean that you basically can get like half of a refill. Or if I got all of the green stars, then I would have gotten all of it then, basically. Rumia! A ferocious cannibal yokai that works in the dark with the catchphrase, "Is that so, Nanaka?" So, she does 50 damage, which could really easily destroy my Alistals. And if she gets to the end, she deals 2 hearts of damage. Just has a little bit of physical resistance. So the Shanghai Dolls only have 77 HP. She absolutely would just taint and destroy 1 or 2 of the Shanghai Dolls. Real easily. But good thing we just kind of shut her. Because Dioceses are also shooting my Shanghai Dolls from a distance. So move Alice back a little bit more, actually, because we don't need her to necessarily be that far out. Help supplement a little bit here. And yeah, because everything's spawning down here, instead just start tossing quite frankly. Get these upgrades. Perfect. More Rumias, quite frankly, up there, so actually give me a moment. Let me move this back. I don't necessarily want to call the Rumia early yet. It's because we have so many enemies that I need to deal with. Gonna spawn another Alice just for insurance, though. Upgrades, people, upgrades. I can only upgrade them to level 2 right now, though! It's a bit of poverty gaming, I'll be real with you, Chief. Alright, another Alice. And then start moving everybody up here. Because we need you to start shooting these Rumias. If we can help it. These Chernos aren't doing anything, though. Please start doing something. Yeah, she's just eating through the Shanghai Dolls. But it's fine. We are actually chill. Chernos can just start slowing them down holistically. And the Racens will just speed gunning you down. Look at this, look at this. So nice. And not a bad mission. Wasn't anything too bad, just, you know, had to really just keep spawning and spawning as I made my money. New item number 1, Hinamane Tenshi. So, she will, of course, be our first blast tower when it comes to it then. And she will literally launch rots and keystones. Blast, for the Team Rest comparison, is your cannon, your mortar towers, to where you are a AoE type of damage that is very slow to start up, but does a lot of good damage, and it's AoE as well. So you can see here, 8 versus 17. It is only grounded enemies, though, because you are launching stuff on the ground. So for now, to my upgrades then. In 1 bomb and 1 key at the start of the game. That would be better for the future. Decrease the boss of basic towers, I think would be very nice. I really love indenting into the left tree a lot. I'm thinking what I would want. 7 towers are pretty nice overall when it comes to it then. But for now, I think I just want to go into my Tower Tango. So let's go ahead, actually. Let's buy into the battle experience for now. But also, I want to go back and do the elite waves of these here. So, we have Rumias. So without a doubt, I need to just summon my... I just need to summon good towers when it comes to it then. Summon some races. And just basically just start shooting these Rumias in time. Because until one comes on the upper path, I'm just not gonna worry. Okay, one's coming on the upper path. I am going to worry. That's right. Go ahead, spend. I see the Rumias already though. Go ahead, spend my spell cards here if I can. Actually, I will go ahead and Fantasy Seal right here. That way I can alleviate some of the pressure. And then I can just kind of stall for time. Because I already am just like indexing into just calling early for the money. But I need to help stall. Because I'm waiting for my Danmacho to really come back. That, and I need to upgrade these Churnos, because they are the ones that can deal the most damage to these Rumias. That's why it's already coming. And I do not have too much Danmacho to have to deal with these things. I need to pay attention to the bottom here. Have my Alice actually watch the back instead, because these Dioceses are just gonna kill otherwise then. Upgrade Cherno. Fires are being taken care of, so put stuff more back in the bat wave. We have a giant Kadama who is slow, has a lot of HP, and he'll summon 4 Kadama after death. The toss. Start shooting, please. Actually, go ahead. Fantasy Seal. Fantasy Seal, and then have this Racing move up then. Have to deal with flyers on the top side, and I do not have enough AP anymore. Another reason for the cause. The small Kadamas aren't the problem, it's just the Rumias that are spawning right afterwards, so I have no way to immediately deal with them. And I'm out of AP just about. I might actually go ahead and spend my Yin Yang Ball, so I can just try to go ahead and start shooting them. And it might be good to actually have Alice move up, so maybe we can stall with the Shanghai Dolls. All I can. Upgrade this race in, please. Shanghai Dolls are doing work, but I need to pivot, take care of the flyers. Yin Yang Ball actually wouldn't necessarily be the worst here, because then I can help deal with that. That's kind of rad. Hello, D3. Hope you're doing well. And I probably need another... racing so I can deal with the flyers, because I can't deal with flyers. I have to be ground only. Fantasy Seal can help deal with the Kadama up here though, so we can at least supplement a bit more. Upgrade Alice immediately so I get the Shanghai Dolls back as body blocking, and look at that management. Small little management, and we are A-okay. We are good. Just the one Kadama left, and we can just say, swarm 'em, boys. Swarm 'em, boys! Get his ass! Oh, jeez. That's really funny. Just get him, boys! Get him, boys! Alright. I'll just start shooting it a little bit here. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. That got a little dicey right there, but it wasn't like we were getting close to the very right side of the map to where we were leaking. Pretty good for the challenge right there. Alright, sorry. Saw a bug on the wall, so I wanted to squish it real quick. So, that was basically like, hero mode. So let's do challenge mode. Do this one with only Alice and Tenchi. So, grounded units only when it comes to it then. So, let's probably level up Strange Force for the blast when it comes to it then. Yeah, and let's go ahead and do that. So, it's just, yeah, a bunch of Kadamas and whatever, stuff like that or so. Fly Yosei coming along. We can't deal with them though. There's no way for us to do a Fly Yosei yet. The only way I can do it is like Fantasy Seal on Ryoryou Dama, so I don't know if this is doable yet, but I'm gonna try it. For now though, I have to summon Tenchis. That's basically just how it's gonna start. You can see here, they have pretty good range, but they are going to be attacking from... No, but they have a very long attack cooldown when it comes to it. So you can see these big waves of enemies, huh? Toss a huge rock at him! Multiple huge rocks at him. Yes! Go, my Tenchis, go! Oh, it's so lovely. Look at her. And also, when I say rots, look at it. She's really just tossing keystones at them. Oh, crap. Oh, gotta help on this end here, huh? I'm gonna run out of Danmaku so fast. That's all the blue points. That's actually pretty nice. Another Tenchi needs to go right now. Probably need to thin the waves here when it comes to it a bit. Fact is, these, like, my Alice is not going to be able to stall too much. So what I probably need to do is thin these Kadamas if I can help it. The Daiuseis are also just going to throw another wrench to the plan. We can only stall for so much, because the Daiuseis will just keep killing the summons. So really, we just need to basically naturally choke point them up as much as possible if we can help it. So drat things down. I'd like to stun these ones here. And level up this Tenchi. Daiuseis here are kind of annoying, but I'm going to have to preserve as much what's his face as I can. As much AP as I can here. And you can see these Daiuseis are kind of getting stalled naturally just from attacking the Shanghai Dolls, which is perfect. Move this Tenchi back a bit. Lovely, that's a lot of blue points. Nice, 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 nice. And the choke point is perfect, and you're just hearing keystone, keystone, keystones. Hey, I'm only at about half AP left, so I'm just gonna kind of chill on this node when it comes to it. Hoping that things choke point a little bit more, though. The Shanghai Dolls don't need to go that far out. I want them to all coalesce in like the same central place, like where the keystones all just kind of hit. Okay, yeah, those Fly Yosei, I can deal with all of them in one big wave when it comes to it. For now, upgrade the Alices, that way we get the dolls back immediately, and then just Danmaku all the Fly Yosei. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And it's just, if it's just these Rumias left, then we're kind of chilling. Yeah, thank you, Tenchis. Lovely little work right there. Another challenge star done, and we can go on to the next level.